Big Juggernaut, how are you?
How you doing?
I'm alright, I'm alright. I understand we've sprung this on you, this...
Bit of a surprise visit, but here you are.
But here you are, you seem in good spirits, Joe, back from Vegas.
Yeah, it was a good camp, very good camp. 5 weeks back in the... Well, I'm wearing the T-shirt. I've been there, bought the T-shirt, you see what I did there. With Salas for 5 weeks, and back here with Steve for a couple, and then, Salas is coming back for the fight. So, in good hands.
We know that when you go to Vegas, that means you mean business. Because you didn't go there for the Cash Ali fight, did you? But for this one, for Chisora, you're putting it all in.
Yeah, bigger fight, bigger, a lot more on the line. So I need to make sure I do everything in the gym. Correct.
What's the last couple of years been like for Joyce? Because let me give my kind of view on it. It feels like when you knocked out Joe Parker, that was amazing, right? And then you were on the ring apron with Fury and Usyk. You'd never been more in the picture than you were literally there in the picture. Then Zhile Zhang happened, and what's it all been like for you when you reflect on it?
I don't really want to talk about the past because that was last year, but it was it's good that I'm back on winning ways, and I've got plenty more left in the tank and plenty more to prove.
So fully focused on the future, and this is everything, this Chisora fight.
Yeah, I honestly didn't think I'd ever fight him. Like talking to him personally, and the stuff with the Chihuahua years ago was again in the past. But I'm really excited for this fight because with Chisora he always bring war and excitement in press conferences and stuff. And I mean he was stylishly very late for the last one, and going into fight week I'm sure there'll be more from him.
Let's hope he's on time, because I think that was an hour and a half he kept you waiting. Did that irritate you?
Yeah, and some. It's made it a whole day thing, but he got there in the end.
What did you make of him at the press conference? It was quite interesting. I mean, some of the stuff he was coming out with was I guess that's what we expect from Derek Chisora, right? He's a bit of a character.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but people want to, there is entertainment. There's plenty of characters. I mean, I'm a character too.
You're the Juggernaut.
Exactly.
What do you think of him not shaking your hand at the end? Is that riled you up, Joe?
Oh, it's I don't know. It's a bit of we're not friends anymore. We're fighting.
What do you still feel like? Because your whole thing, people were talking about. You can drop this guy off a 7-story building, he'd get up and he'd just walk away. You can throw everything kitchen sink at him and he'll just walk through it. He's the Juggernaut. Do you still feel that kind of invincibility right now?
I feel that I am more than that. I'm not just someone who can take hits and keep moving forward. I have actually got skills and footwork, and you don't get a silver medal easily.
Do you think people overlook that? They forget that actually...
I've got a lot of... I got into the sport late. I got into the sport 22, and I won everything in the amateurs. I'm the most decorated male boxer for a long time. I was, started a professional career in a 10-rounder. No, who does that? In my fourth fight, I had the Commonwealth strap.
Mm-hmm. Leroy Thomas.
Yeah, Leroy Thomas, and I've progressed really quickly through the ranks, and had very exciting fights, and almost got there with the WBA, almost got there, well, I kind of got there with the WBO, with the interim, and still the belt's all tied up. So third time lucky for the full title, and that's what I'm going for. But also being in very big fights and, having a bit of excitement around it, that kind of thing.
This is what you bring. This is what we know.
Exactly.
What did you think of your Cash Ali fight, the last one? I know we don't want to go too far into the past.
I think it was even I can see where I can make improvements, and it was but I was the only man to knock him out. So he was tough and very cagey in the corner, and to hit me with the overhand right a bit more than I was comfortable with, but I got the win and got a finish with a knockout. Did a full 10 rounds and got all the cobwebs out, and this next fight is going to build a bigger fight once I knock Chisora out.
feels like a must-win. Of course, they're all must-wins, right? But it feels more of a must-win for you than it does for Chisora. It feels like he'll come back. But I mean, I don't know. You tell me. How do you see it?
I think he's you know, it's going to be a tough fight for both of us, and I think because obviously he's coming to the end of his career, although he's only 2 years older.
Yeah.
I'm still like fresh in the game, and I've still got things I want to achieve. He's you know, he's fought all the best in the division and that, and you know, he always brings war. You always know what you're going to get, excitement, entertainment, and that's what he brings to the table.
He thinks you've got PTSD from the Zhang fights. What do you think?
No, that's in the past. He's chatting shit, and he's going to get knocked out.
Does that light a bit more of a fire in you if he's saying things like that? Like, oh, he's got.
Oh, he can talk's cheap, but when he starts taking the juggernaut punches, then he's going to feel, you know, he's going to feel them, and he's not going to have anything to say when he's picks himself up from or pulls himself up from the canvas.
What have you wanted this fight for so long?
I think everyone wants to see it because you know it's going to be an all action packed fight, and you know it has that excitement, and you know he's fought some of the best in the division, and he's you know he's come up short. Like he had arguably a very good fight against Usyk and you know plenty of the other fighters. So I think he's still a threat, and he's always been a gatekeeper, even though. And he's only 2 years older than me, so you know it's going to be a good fight.
It is one of those fights, isn't it? It's one of the best fights I think you can probably make in the heavyweight division. Do you still see yourself within that sort of top picture? Do you see it as like Fury, Usyk, Joshua? Do you still consider yourself amongst that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think I've got plenty more to give, and styles make fights, as they say. Like, and I've got plenty more fights to. I haven't fought everyone yet, so. You know, there's still time, and I'm hungry and I'm ready for the next step.
So you put up I don't know if you did it or someone from your team did it on your Instagram. There was a photo of you instead of the Olympic silver medal. It was a picture of Derek Chisora's face. What can you tell me about that?
Oh, it's a bit tongue in cheek, but it's you know it's a bit of fun, really.
It's a fun picture. Did you do it? Did you create it yourself?
I didn't actually create it myself. I have social media people that do that, but I did approve it and it went out there.
It's very good. He said he's going to stop you in a round.
Well, he's obviously not going to stop me in a round, but like people like to talk about that, but it's not going to happen. So
let me ask you a couple of other things. Away from yourself, obviously this is a big fight. Joshua Dubois as well. How do you see that one playing out?
Let's hope Daniel knocks him out, and then I get to fight him the end, and get the rematch, and then I beat Daniel again, and then get the titles.
Do you think Daniel can?
Yeah, I think he can. He hits hard, and if he's there, it's acceptable. But I mean, they can both bang, and I'd like to see who'll be the winner there. May the best man win.
Has he surprised you, Daniel? The Hrgovic wins and the Miller wins, the way he's come back?
Yeah, he's great. He's great. He's doing his thing.
What did you think?
What does he say about me? Ask him that in the next interview.
He wants to fight you again. There's no doubt about that. Like whenever I've spoken to him about you, you are like an itch that he wants to scratch at some point in his career because you gave him his first loss. You know, busted up his eye, and what happened there happened. You gave him that. Of course, he wants to right that wrong in his eyes. Great fight down the line.
And you can ask Joshua as well while you're at it as well. And maybe Usyk and Fury. How about Fury as well?
Yeah, look.
We need to ask them questions.
Absolutely. Well, I guess from your perspective, you come through Derek Chisora, everyone's going to be talking about Joyce alongside all of those guys all over again, just like they were.
Let's go.
Let's go. Look, Juggernaut, we're going to go and let you spar.
You're going to let me go?
You're going to let you go. I'm not going to spar you, but I can see your unlucky sparring partner, and go do your thing, my friend.
Thank you.
All right, cheers.